Black Comic Book Story Time. In September 2019 my girlfriend and I started the process to start the comic manga series based off the Judgment Day, the novel series I wrote. A few months later she discovered TikTok. She joined, and wanted me to join to connect with more creators and potential buyers. However, I was apprehensive. YouTube and Vine had already did me dirty and I just wanted to sell on Facebook and Instagram. I eventually caved in when I saw other creators on there I had respect for. One particular one though, and we'll get into them in a moment. So we get on TikTok and start connecting with other creators and artists while doing Black creator spotlights to try and help other Black creators get their names out there free of charge. The end goal outweighed the money tenfold. Meanwhile, working on the comic and quickly coming to the end of the first chapter. Now my girlfriend and I are both animators as well and was brainstorming ways to build interest in our new comic. We experimented with memes and not safe for wombats. One idea she championed was doing a Smash Brothers parody. Inserting all the known Black characters into that iconic, new challenger approaching advertisements. Obviously our Oceanarchius would be that character. My girlfriend then suggested we put indie creators' characters in the animation instead. Like Quen from Between Magic and Dreams and Black Sands. I immediately saw that as a bad idea. Obviously it would mean more as a parody acknowledging indie works. However, I had been a fan of Black Sands since they went viral for going at that Gods of Egypt film. He received a lot of backlash. I remember seeing the creator in those comments and thinking, wow, this dude mad aggressive. I liked it though because he get down for his crown. Still though, I told my girlfriend I didn't think it was a good idea to do that. Explained to her the context of the premise they may take it the wrong way. She reassured me it isn't that serious and she was sure they'd be flattered. I begged to differ remembering those comment sections and just creators in general. I told her we should get permission first. She said it would be a surprise and fun. A couple of months later Everett, who works with Black Sands, stated on one of his TikToks he created the first character who power come from their melanin. I thought whoa. Hold up, this niggas think like me. Why? Because I created my character Abel whose power come from his melanin as well. It generates dark matter and dark energy. The character came from my trauma of being bullied for my dark skin. That and trying to make characters that can beat Goku. I did this in the 8th grade. I, who was just coming out of my introvert shell by interacting with more Black creators, decided to interact with Everett. I made comments saying, "You're not the first and there are others." He responded with, "You calling me a liar? Prove me wrong." I was excited. I made a video. I prefaced it with saying I wasn't hating because his response felt oddly aggressive when I was just playing, but you know tone is hard to read in limited comment sections. Keep in mind I had interacted with him before. I also called him a great mind, and proceeded to explain Abel who was published in Judgment Day debut novel in 2015. I did this in hopes that we'd connect and speak more about his inspiration to create the character so that in turn I could do the same. I was itching to combine comics and colorism. I assumed since he works with Black Sands that he is pro-Black as well. That this would be a nice connection. I thought wrong. His response was visceral. Claiming I called him a liar and that he had his character for 10 years and that he did it first. Well, in my initial video I told him I created Abel in the 8th grade. I'm thinking okay this is all a misunderstanding. Maybe he thinks I'm like 20 or something, sometimes people think I'm like 25. So, I respond still calm showing him the digital document dated back to 2009, this wasn't the first document either. Years of backups and pseudo-editing changed that date. He responds with him going through his old boxes in his garage showing a ledger with the word Fires and 2006 etched under it. Okay. Now we in a pissing contest. I just wanted to talk about my Black-ass character with another creator who has a Black-ass character. Again, maybe he thought I'm younger than him. I was 31 to 32 at the time. So, you would think he had me though. 2006 was a very long time ago. I do not have any writings of Abel. Matter of fact his original name was Oblivion. It matched his powers. So, I don't have writings but I do have drawings dated back to 2002. Not only this. When I published the first book. In order to sell it I wrote down what inspired me to write it. Method Man's song Judgment Day from his sophomore solo album. That song came out in 1999. However, I didn't hear it till the 2000s. Why? Because my dad hogged the CD. He was mad I got for free by giving up our mailing address. It came with a bill that was gonna be on his credit report if he didn't pay it. Ah, that early internet surfing. Anyway, I attribute it to 2002 though because that's when I changed the name of the series from Jatita and J Murder, to Judgment Day. I was very heavy into DMX, DBZ, Gargoyles, Method Man, and Wu-Tang at the time. Anyway, I had no knowledge of Everett in the year 2000 or 2015, when I made that post crediting Method Man with inspiring the book. Shit, the main antagonist's name is Damien and I got that from Damien by DMX of the It's Dark and Hell is Hot album. That's a 1998 song and I created Abel Oblivion before Damien. just to put a coffin in it. Weeks earlier I did a video mentioning I created my characters in the 8th grade. Everett wasn't on the platform yet. I only knew about him because Black Sands sent love his way and at the time I was down with them. So, there's no point in lying. Why the fuck did it even get this far? All I wanted to do was connect with another black man and give him props. That point on, I couldn't look at any more Black Sands the same after their fans attacked me. Then a few days later attacked my girlfriend. That's a whole new bag of worms though. I let the dismay for them die though whenever it had COVID and wasn't doing well. Last thing I wanted to do was have hate for someone going through it. Anyway, point of this, I just remembered the other day I told my girlfriend originally that some creators will take things too serious and be sensitive if we did that animation. That paying homage in that way will draw bad attitudes because of the context of the video, competition. Then a little bit later I get attacked for not taking my own advice. Having fun with other black creators came with a price. Damn,